Also on Blackboard, you're going to find some handouts for your lab.
Sending a child off to college often takes more than good grades and a big check these days.
Every single student who came to me first day
More than ever, it can mean compromising on school choice or dealing with a mountain of debt, or both.
One of the private institutions that I was totally set out with my heart to get into, the tuition was so high, and I knew that all these, federal Pell Grants and TAP wouldn't be enough to cover for what I needed for this school.
And those costs are rising at an alarming rate.
Overall, the College Board is reporting that tuition increases are going up anywhere between 4.4 and 6.5% per year.
That steep increase is placing a large burden on students and their families. Often, those costs are enough to easily change ambitions for higher education. The Sallie Mae Corporation says grants and scholarships cover just 23% of tuition. That means more and more of those costs are out of pocket.
In the past few years, there's been a consolidation in the market. The amount of government funding for private lenders has all but gone away. So now kids are in a crunch if they can't turn to the government, or they need to look beyond the government sources. The alternatives aren't too pretty.
Tight funding has made Griffin Boyle's college decision anything but easy. Boyle initially had his heart set on attending Penn State. But when he and his family weighed the cost of tuition, $36,000 a year, against Virginia's George Mason University at $8,700, the decision was clear.
For me, finances played a major part in this, and I think that that in terms of my parents' standpoint, I think that they saw the extreme benefits of how much this year was going to cost compared to a year at another university.
College advisors say being open to compromise is a good practice. But financial advisors warn that parents should be wary about compromising their own retirement accounts to pay today's bills.
In fact, I discourage it. That's of course the last place you want to look towards for college funding. Obviously, there are many years ahead to pay down debt if need be, but to make back your capital once it's expended on college, much more difficult, and you lose that time.
Borrowing has become a primary, albeit costly, vehicle toward a college degree. And Cohen says it's important to take that into consideration, to be open to making adjustment.
Families are being more open today about what they can and what they can't afford. So parents are having very frank conversations with their children about college before, while they're in high school, before they apply to college. So the student knows, okay, here's what my family can really afford.
Long-term debt is also a factor for students to consider. Finaid.org says student loan debt surpassed total credit card debt in this country for the first time this summer, totaling $850 billion. Mark Hamrick, The Associated Press.